how to increase my speed of solving in DILR and quant. There are a bunch of tricks. But the first and most important one, I'm very sorry about this. I don't have a magic wand. You do 500 questions, you'll get better. Fine. There was a time in my class 9 where I thought I was like the doyen in math. And there were guys who I thought I was much quicker than, and they were beating me to answers in quadratic equations, and I was not getting it. And then I went and had a chat with them. You won't believe it. I was competitive enough to go and talk to them and saying, look, how are you spitting out these answers? They said, we've done these numbers. I don't need to split the middle term right in 2 parts and do this. I know what the answer is because I've done 150 questions. And then I was like, I said, you got to be kidding me. Why would you do 150 questions? He said, I go to this tuition and that ma'am gave me these 150 questions. I've done this, and then he showed me his notebook. And he's done 50 pages of just raw quadratic equation solving. And it seemed like a roundabout way to consolidate an idea. But tell you what, I wanted to compete. I wanted to be the first guy shouting out answers. I went and picked up a couple of books and I did 50 questions, 100 questions. I was naturally, I'm a math guy, not new information. So I'm a math guy. So I probably caught up with that speed without having to do 150 questions, with just 30, 35 questions. But I realized I couldn't get out and compete with them having done only 20 questions. So they were beating me, even though I was comfortable and happy and thrilled doing math and got the funda, and I could think about the next and next levels and all of that. I was very happy doing math. But they were beating me because they'd done more questions than I did, and 4x, 5x more questions than I've done. So most of the guys who are quicker than you are quicker than you because they've done lots of questions. So there's one foolproof way of grabbing them. Grab that. The second thing is, my boss never tires of mentioning this to me. He says, I won't tell you that you have to practice for 30 questions. That's what he tells all our students. And he'll say, some get comfortable doing 25 questions. Some get comfortable doing 50 questions. Some get comfortable only after they've done 75. If you're the guy who needs 100, you do your 100. And so you set yourself gigantic targets for getting comfortable with an idea and doing more and more and automating your processes, and then be like a masochist wanting punishment and doing more and more questions. Be that guy. It'll pay off. It's not a crime. It's not a crime to say, I'm going to solve just raw speed, time, distance races and pipe systems questions for 3 hours today. 7 to 10, one stretch, bang. And do that, you will notice that your mind picks patterns and numbers and graphs. You're automatically writing 1 by A plus 1 by B without processing it. And that kind of automation is what those really quick guys have already managed to do. They've got nothing on you in terms of conceptual understanding or IQ points. They've got lots on you, likely on practice points. Even if for the few guys who just get it with 20 questions or pain in the neck, you need 100 questions to catch up with the speed they have after having done just 20 questions. One thing is to say, okay, look, this guy is good. All the guys in the world are not this guy, so I'll beat the rest of them and get in. Or you tell yourself, this guy is good because he's done 20. I can't catch up with him doing 20. I'll do my 100 and catch up with him. You got to do what you got to do. Tons of practice. What is the preparation strategy for quant, DILR and verbal? This is the mothership question. So we've done a bunch of videos on preparation strategy. I'm going to give you the broad overview. Quant, start with basic topics, shift to geometry, then algebra, then the funnier topics. Don't start with reminders and number theory and permutation combination and agonize over extraordinarily difficult questions and you see on multiple forums which never come in the CAT. And so arithmetic, geometry, then the rest. The rest account for probably 8, 9, 10 questions. That's it. And that includes algebra. That includes quadratic equations, cubic equations, polynomials, inequalities, functions, all of that. Juicy topics sitting there. And so don't get carried away doing the really tough ones. Consolidate the basics, cap that in the bag before you go anywhere else. DILR, cover the very basics. Do actual CAT papers. Then do as many different types as possible. Verbal, very simple. Forget about CAT, forget about VRC, forget about XAT, forget about RC. Just read. Nothing else plays a role. Just read, but read so much and so comfortably, delightfully, with so much variety that your brain gets used to reading and processing. You do that, you're good. Then do the odd RC every day, do the mocks, do some RC test and all that. Do 25 para jumbles, you're ready. But the elephant in the room is reading. Get on Bharat's reading list today. Don't delay that. Right?